Hello, Hiro Tsukamoto here. I sometimes get questions, when should I change the strings? Or how often do you change the strings? And my answer is depend on the guitar, because I have several guitars, and some guitars I haven't used much and I don't change the strings for a long time. But this is my main guitar, which I use a lot. And for this guitar, I usually change every 2 weeks. And the thing is, I play shows. And for example, last 2 weeks, I played 6 shows. And one show is about 2 hours long. And plus playing those shows, I also practice with this guitar. And that's the time I spent and I played for this guitar, and I change every 2 weeks. That's the average. And some people do that. Okay, I always change in the beginning of every month. And some people are more like a little laid back. I change when strings get old. And the point is, depend on how much you play on the guitar, and then the strings gets old, depend on how much you play it. And to me, last week I played 2 shows. I put the new strings about a week prior to those gigs, and playing those 2 shows were fine. I felt pretty good with the strings. Second show was on Saturday night, and Sunday morning when I grabbed the guitar and started playing, and I felt like especially round strings, bottom strings, 6th, 5th, 4th, ended up becoming very muddy, not clear. Still it is. See? When I hear this, I change the strings right away. I haven't, but I'm going to today. And this thing happens very quick, suddenly to me. And then the strings are fine, but suddenly, poof. I don't know, it depends on the guitar, but to me, this guitar, strings get psh. And first 2 strings are fine, but these round strings lose the nice crispy sound anymore. So that's the timing I change, for your reference. And the second thing is, some people get sweaty when playing, including me. I get sweaty, and some people don't. And in my case, I get sweaty, so I try to wipe it, but still, compared to the ones who don't get sweaty, strings don't last longer than their strings. I have a little story. A couple of years ago, I played at the Fingerstyle Guitar Championship in Kansas, in the middle of Kansas, in September, which is still very warm. And the competition is kind of half indoor, half outdoor. And they put the dressing room, it's just a tent. They put the tent, and then outside, right? And underneath the tent, competitors, those people, including me, were staying, warming up or tuning the guitar for the competition. And then I changed the strings right before one day before the competition, right? I put the new strings, and I was waiting underneath the tent, which is pretty warm, humid. I was warming up, as I thought I should do it. And I got sweaty. I wipe, practice, I got sweaty. And then I felt like round strings got muddy. But the thing is, I had to compete in 30 minutes or so, and I didn't want to change the strings because it might take time to settle, right? The tuning, the pitches. So I didn't do it. And the guy next to me, he was a wonderful classical player and a very well prepared guy. And he had a baby powder, and he said, do you want to use it? And he gave me the powder, and I did like this. And he said, why don't you can put on the strings. And I did that. And then it got much smoother. And I was able to play without mistake. I mean, little mistake, but not a huge mistake. So that's my story. So the key is you observe how much time you spend, and you also observe with your ears. You determine. And when it comes to the acoustic guitar, new strings are better because you can maximize the possibility of your guitar. And also you can hear more details, and you can do a little more nuances with your fingers with the new strings. So that's my observation of the timing to change your strings. And if you have any questions and comments, please let me know. Thank you for watching.